Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Magic News with Mahic Ridge. Today we are going to be going over the Innistrad Midnight Hunt Commander deck known as Undead Unleashed. It is a black and blue Commander deck, and I'm not going over the entire deck. I'm just going to go over the new cards that are printed in the deck that are usually legal in the Vintage, Legacy, and Commander. Not many people do this, so it's like my own little niche that I do. And so yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this deck in particular, so we're going to go over the cards. Also, a little self-promotion. I am at 82 subs. We are on our way to 100 subs. After that, I'm going for 1,000, 10,000, and my goal is to hit 100,000 plus. So I'd appreciate it. You know, every thumbs up, every comment, every share, every sub counts. I appreciate you guys. The Magic community is awesome on YouTube. And I'm just here for you guys. We are going to get right back to programming, our usual program. I'm feeling a lot better. As you can see, I got a little more pep in my step today. And we're going to get on with it, boys. All right, here we go. First up, we have one of the legends in this new deck. We've got Wilhelt. I don't know how that's pronounced, but we've got Wilhelt the Rot Cleaver. Okay? And that doesn't look like a cleaver, but, you know, who am I to judge? For 2 mana of any color in an island swamp, so 4 CC for a legendary creature zombie warrior. This warrior is a 3/3. And whenever another zombie you control dies, if it didn't have Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with the Decayed. We'll go over Decayed real quick. So it can't block, and when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. That is basically Decayed in a box for you, okay? And at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie. If you do, draw a card. Interesting. Very cool. Besides the fact that it says his name is Rot Cleaver and it looks like he's holding a great axe instead of a cleaver, that's a little bit of a weird situation for me personally as an artist. I think that's a weird thing to do there. But anyhow, moving right along, we're going to go to the other legend in the deck that's new. So we have, again, I cannot pronounce his name very well either, but we have Eloise Nephila Sleuth, okay, for 3 mana of any color and an island swamp, 5 CC for this lady. I think it's a lady? I don't know, maybe it's a guy. We're not going to assume gender anymore, that's not good, I guess. It is a legendary creature human rogue. I do like rogues a lot. Meaning to make a rogue deck, actually, pretty soon, so maybe this is the one. Let's find out, boys. Is she any good? Any good? It any good? Whenever another creature you control dies, investigate. So create a colorless clue artifact token with, you may pay 2 mana, sacrifice this artifact to draw a card. Whenever you sacrifice a token, surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Alright? And if I did not mention, she is a 4/4. Pretty weak for a rogue, or am I tripping? She's not that good, right? I mean, Surveil 1 is good, and Investigate is good. But, like, she can't get in for, like, free combat damage. No draw effects. Definitely maybe add her to the 99, but I don't think she's that good. Let's get on to the meat and potatoes of the deck. So first up, we've got Cleaver Scav for 3 mana of any color in an island, 4 CC for a creature type zombie horror. This zombie is a 2/4 and it's got nothing but bank. Although it doesn't look like it. Look, oh my god. Here we go. The artwork. Sorry, the artwork's got me going right now. It's crazy. Alright, for 3 mana and tapping this zombie horror, you can sacrifice another zombie, create 2 tokens that are copies of the sacrificed creature. That's freaking rad. That's awesome. You get a death trigger. You could probably make a decayed thing along with it, etc. And you get double of what you sacrifice. You get another one of whatever you sacrifice. Very good. I like this zombie a lot. Next up, we have a curse. We have Curse of Unbinding. For 6 mana of any color in an island, 7 CC, a bit high there in the CCs. We have an enchantment or a curse. Enchant player. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, that player reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control. That player puts the rest of the revealed cards into their graveyard. If it wasn't so high... Oh, this happens every upkeep, though, huh? Now, this is good. I was going to say if it's a one-time effect for 7 mana, not good. But since it's a curse, and it happens every single upkeep... Well, their upkeep. I think it's awesome. Rad. Rad. I don't play much blue, but that's awesome. Next up, we've got Drown in Dreams for X mana of any color, and then 2 mana of any color, followed by a island, unknown CC, instant speed. Choose one. So, if you control a commander as you cast this spell, you may choose both. Okay? So, target player draws X cards, good, and target player mills twice X cards. Okay? There are definitely people that like mill, so not gonna hate. But I'm not that excited about it. I'm gonna move on. Next up, we've got Empty the Laboratory for X mana of any color and island. Once again, unknown CC, sorcery speed, sacrifice X zombies, then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a number of zombie creature cards equal to the number of zombies sacrificed this way. Put those cards onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Once again, I don't know how to feel about this one. I think it's good. I do think it's good. Once again, you're going to have the death triggers from sacrificing your zombies. There's a lot of enchantments if your creature dies or something like that. Whatever. You can get value from it. So... you're probably going to get value, and then you're going to get stuff. You can get more zombies to replace the ones you killed. So, I like it. It's pretty good. I kind of like where they're going with zombies in blue. I like it. Next up, we've got something that flies. Wow, alright, here we go. Ooh, I just read something. Okay. We've got Horde Wing Scab. For 4 mana of any color in an island, 5 CC. Creature type, Zombie Horror. This Zombie Horror is a 3/3 with flying. Crazy, right? Wait till you hear this. Other zombies you control have flying. Best card in this deck so far, I think. I love it. We got a Zombie Lord that allows your stuff to fly. That's rad, dude. That's rad. Alright, whenever one or more zombies you control deal combat damage to one or more of your opponents, you may draw cards equal to the number of opponents dealt damage this way. If you do, discard that many cards. I was going to say, this card is frickin' bonkers. But then you have to discard a card for everyone you draw. So that's not as bonkers, but flying for all zombies, that's rad. That's rad. Definitely like blue-black zombies right now. Looks like they're getting a lot of love. I'm excited. Excited a lot here. Alright, moving right along, we have Shadowkin for 3 mana of any color in an island, 4 CC for a creature type, Shapeshifter. The Shapeshifter is a 2/2 with flash, and it says at the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. You may exile a creature card from among the cards milled this way. If you do, Shadowkin becomes a copy of that card, except it has this ability. Pretty cool. There are definitely shapeshifter decks out there, clone decks, etc. So this is one to add to the 99, I would assume. Moving on to the black cards, we've got Crowded Crypt for 2 mana of any color and a swamp, 3 CC for an artifact. You could tap this artifact to add black to your mana pool. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a corpse counter on Crowded Crypt. You can pay 4 mana and black, or swamp, so 6 mana in total, and tap this Crypt. Sacrifice Crowded Crypt. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed for each corpse counter on Crowded Crypt. I think this is okay at best. Definitely not great. I think it'll see a little bit of play, but probably not a super crazy amount. That's just my opinion. Next up, we've got Curse of the Restless Dead for 2 mana of any color and a swamp. 3 CC for enchantment or a curse. Enchant player. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Once again, Decayed, it can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. If you don't attack with it, you don't sacrifice it, as far as I know and understand. Man, what do we think about this? I wish they had printed more stuff that just made zombie tokens, rather than ones with Decayed, you know? Like, I have a few of them with Decayed. I just think that would make the deck stronger, you know? That way, you know, you could get a Decayed zombie off your zombie token or something like that, maybe. Just a thought, just a thought. Next up, we've got Ghouls Night Out with good old Liliana, I think. Or is that the other chick? Is that not Lily? No, that's the ghoul lady, right? Yeah, my bad. My bad. My sight's real bad, as you can see with these binoculars on my face. For 3 mana of any color and swamp, 5 CC, sorcery speed. For each player, choose a creature card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards on the battlefield under your control. They're black zombies in addition to their other colors and types, and they gain Decayed. Once again, I'm not a big fan of the Decayed. I'm just not. The ability Decayed sucks. Personally, I think it's terrible. A creature with Decayed, once again, can't block. Terrible. And when it attacks, you sacrifice it at the end of combat. Not even at the end of the turn. Crazy. Not a big fan, not a big fan. Next up, we have a legendary zombie turtle. Super hyped for this one. Let's check it out. We've got Gorex, the Tomb Shell, for 6 mana of any color and swamp, 8 CC, legendary creature zombie turtle. This zombie turtle is a 4/4, and as an additional cost to cast this spell, you may exile any number of creature cards from your graveyard. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. That's good. That'll help lower the cost of this sucker. The turtle has Death Touch. Cool. And whenever Gorex, the Tomb Shell, attacks or dies, choose a card at random exiled with Gorex and put that card into its owner's hand. That's pretty intriguing. But I think this guy's kind of mediocre at best, once again. I don't think he's all that in a bag of potato chips. But I think, you know, it's good enough. Maybe somebody wants to build a turtle deck. I don't know. They're starting to put out some turtles, so let's see. Next up, we've got Puzzlinggeist Catcher for 3 mana of any color in a swamp, 4 CC for a creature type human rogue. This rogue is a 2/4, and he's got a bit of a bank on him. He's got a little ass going on there. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, exile it. If that creature was a token, put a +1/+1 counter on Puzzlinggeist Catcher. When Puzzlinggeist Catcher leaves the battlefield, return each card exiled with it to the battlefield under your control. Pretty cool. This one, I think, is a little bit above mediocre, okay? It seems pretty legit. Do some sort of sacrifice theme, etc. Pretty cool. Next up, we've got Ravenous Rotbelly for 4 mana of any color in a swamp, 5 CC for a creature type zombie horror. This zombie horror is a 4/5. He's got a bit of a butt on him too. I love his weapon. I love the artwork. This guy is rad. When Ravenous Rotbelly enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice up to 3 zombies. When you sacrifice 1 or more zombies this way, each opponent sacrifices that many creatures. This is awesome. I love this guy. I think this is my new favorite card in this deck. That's a new card. The artwork is just phenomenal. Yeah, Niles Niles, good job on this artwork. Freaking awesome. Next and possibly least, we have Tomb Tyrant for 3 mana of any color in a swamp, 4 CC for a creature type zombie noble. The Zombie Noble is a 3/3, and it says other zombies you control get +1/+1. So we have another Zombie Lord. Very nice. Very nice. And for 2 mana of any color in a swamp, you may tap this Noble, sacrifice a creature, return a zombie creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only during your turn, and only if there are at least 3 zombie creature cards in your graveyard. Yeah, I would put this guy right above mediocre because he's a Lord. He's probably going to see a lot of play. Just the fact that he's a Lord, so he'll probably get a lot of play, like I said. But his ability there, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. You could get lucky. You're probably sacrificing the decayed tokens that are crap anyhow, because you got to sacrifice them at the end of combat, right? So maybe you could do this to sacrifice one of your decayed guys instead of, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you go to combat, and while still in combat, you trigger this ability, etc. So he'll definitely see play, for sure. His artwork's pretty rad, too, so. And that is the Undead Unleashed deck. Those are all the new cards that were printed in the deck. If this was at all helpful for you guys, like I said, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a comment, a share, subscribe. You have to be subscribed to enter my giveaways anyway, and I have a new giveaway every single major set release. So I ordered a set box of the new Innistrad Midnight Hunt, and as soon as it arrives, I will open it. So it's going to be a box opening video with the prices at the time of release, or at the time that I got the box, along with the new giveaway and all the rules and everything for the giveaway. So good luck to you guys for the giveaway. That should be coming up pretty soon, within a week or so. So yeah, excited. Get on that. And hope you're all having a good day, wonderful evening. Make sure you have a ballin' ass lunch. You know, make yourself a nice sandwich or something. Life's too short. Enjoy it.